Hi, everybody. It's your Aunt Kimoti. Yesterday, I learned one video at the Unno School. Unno School is a discussion place of world politics, economics, and geopolitics. Mr. Unno is a former president of Japan. I have learned his school uh, from 2014 to now. Yesterday, we learned about the Chinese AI development methodology. As you know, China couldn't use the latest hardware GPU because US-China Cold War. But recently, China very catch up the US AI technology. Why? Hardware, China couldn't get the latest hardware, but Chinese AI companies changed the approach to develop the AI system, AI large language model. So this video organize the secret of the Chinese AI companies approach. Let's begin.
Welcome to Keiichi Unno's Global Liberal Arts Commentary, number 9. Today we analyze how China turned severe hardware constraints into a catalyst for revolutionary AI innovations and discuss the strategic implications for Japan. By pushing software efficiency to its absolute limit and leveraging proprietary super app ecosystems, Chinese developers bypass traditional bottlenecks, proving that limitations can spark powerful asymmetric solutions.
What are the lessons for IT management? First, we must avoid the brute force trap of resource-heavy competition, where Japan is at a disadvantage. Instead, we should pivot toward extreme software efficiency, embrace open-source architectures, and construct unique data moats. Japan's winning strategy lies in agile, asymmetric warfare, engineered precisely within our native business ecosystems.
In March 2016, AlphaGo's famous Move 37 defeated a world champion. While the West viewed this as a clever algorithmic milestone, China perceived a strategic crisis. This historic Sputnik moment triggered an immediate top-down national mandate to achieve total AI supremacy by the year 2030, transforming scientific curiosity into a high-stakes national priority. To understand the current geopolitical tech rivalry, we must demystify AI. It is not magic. It operates on a structured three-layer stack. Layer 1 is the hardware engine, or GPUs. Layer 2 is the model architecture, acting as the brain. Finally, Layer 3 is the data fuel that makes the entire system intelligent. Looking closely at Layer 1, the hardware layer represents a massive geopolitical wall. The United States, TSMC, and key equipment providers form a virtual monopoly. Because strict regulations completely cut China off from cutting-edge GPUs, catching up through hardware brute force became physically impossible, forcing a dramatic pivot to software innovation. Denied access to the latest chips, Chinese engineers had no choice but to exhaust older generation hardware. This limitation ignited a relentless obsession with computational efficiency. Engineers focused entirely on extracting maximum performance from older architectures and eliminating wasted calculations, ultimately rewriting the structural brain of AI models. This pursuit led to 3 breakthrough optimization techniques. First, expert clustering, or mixture of experts, activates only 8 out of 256 micro-experts at a time. Second, multi-head latent attention compresses memory capacity by over 90%. Third, engineers manually optimize code at the machine code level to extract raw power. The economic divergence is stunning. The United States scales models through financial brute force, costing hundreds of millions of dollars, using proprietary closed systems. In contrast, China's extreme software optimization, demonstrated by models like DeepSeek, achieves world-class performance for approximately $6 million, leveraging a global open-source community. The learning mechanism also shifted. While U.S. firms hire expensive human experts to build perfect alignment data, Chinese firms pivoted early to pure reinforcement learning. The AI learns through massive automated trial and error, receiving rewards only upon finding correct logical solutions, yielding outstanding reasoning abilities at a fraction of the cost. We are now entering a new battlefield. U.S. tech giants, having scraped almost all public text, are colliding with a data wall of resource depletion, lawsuits, and privacy laws. As internet text runs dry, the global focus is shifting rapidly toward multimodal AI that understands the physics of our real, physical world. Here, China possesses a structural advantage. Through massive super apps like TikTok and Douyin, developers do not need to scrape the open web. They hold a native monopoly on vast, uncompressed video data paired with precise user feedback, creating an infinite, perfect training ground for next-generation multimodal AI. In summary, we see two entirely different paths. The US path relies on unlimited top-tier GPUs, massive capital, and brute force, but is now hitting a tech-scraping data wall. The Chinese path, forged under hardware export bans, thrives on extreme software optimization, open-source contribution, and native real-world data dominance. This analysis is based on key industry insights, including the recent rise of models like DeepSeek. It debunks the Western prediction that export bans would kill China's technological advance. Instead, constrained environments force disruptive, high-efficiency breakthroughs that are now reshaping the global technology landscape. This commentary is brought to you by Keiichi Unno, head of Unojuku and former representative director of Accenture Japan. Drawing from his extensive global business experience, Unno lectures on liberal arts, military strategy, and economics in English, preparing future leaders with the deep insights needed to navigate our changing world.
Okay. And United States too much depend on the hardware power. So Chinese AI developers change the strategy. This is a good hint for us to use AI system. See you next week. Goodbye.